Welcome to the YouTube channel, Contact Center Knowledge Hub, your one-stop solution for expert guidance, best practices, and actionable knowledge in the world of contact centers. Explore, learn, and enhance contact center skills. Welcome to this session on why average wait time, or AWT, really matters in a call center. In this module, we'll break down the role AWT plays in shaping both the customer experience and the operational performance of your call center. So, let's get started and uncover why managing average wait time is one of the smartest levers you can pull for success. Let's begin with the most important perspective, the customer experience. When customers face long wait times, frustration builds quickly. This not only impacts the immediate interaction but also leaves a lasting negative perception of the brand. In today's competitive environment, that can mean the difference between loyalty and churn. On the other hand, when average wait time is kept low, the effect is immediate and positive. Customers feel valued, prioritized, and respected. And this translates directly into higher customer satisfaction scores, or CSAT, as well as stronger Net Promoter Scores, or NPS. In short, shorter wait times don't just save minutes, they build trust, loyalty, and long-term relationships with your customers. Next, let's look at the link between average wait time and abandonment rate. When customers are left waiting too long, many simply hang up before ever reaching an agent. This drives up the abandon percentage, one of the most telling signs of customer impatience. And every abandoned call is more than just a missed connection. It represents a lost opportunity, whether that's resolving a service issue, saving a customer from churn, or closing a potential sale. In other words, a high AWT doesn't just frustrate customers, it directly erodes business value through lost service moments, lost revenue, and lost loyalty. Now let's talk about service level compliance and its connection to average wait time. In many environments, especially in BPO and outsourced contracts, there are strict service level agreements, or SLAs. These often include AWT targets, such as 80% of calls answered within 0 seconds. When AWT performance slips, it leads to SLA breaches. And the consequences are serious: financial penalties, strained relationships with clients, and a loss of trust that can be difficult to rebuild. In short, poor AWT performance doesn't just impact customers, it directly impacts your revenue, your reputation, and your long-term partnerships. Let's look at operational efficiency and how it connects to average wait time. AWT is a direct reflection of how well staffing aligns with customer demand. When AWT is consistently high, it often points to deeper operational issues such as understaffing, poor scheduling, or inefficient call routing. By monitoring AWT closely, leaders gain critical insights into where the gaps are. This allows workforce management, or WFM, to adjust staffing models, improve schedule adherence, and even reduce shrinkage. In short, AWT is more than just a customer metric, it's an operational compass. It tells you whether your resources are being used effectively and where improvements are needed to keep both costs and wait times under control. Lastly, let's connect average wait time to revenue and customer retention. In sales-driven contact centers, every second of waiting can mean a lost sale. Customers who abandon before reaching an agent represent direct lost revenue opportunities. In service-driven centers, the risk is just as serious. Delays in reaching support often lead to customer frustration and a higher chance of churn. On the positive side, lowering AWT leads to a powerful chain reaction. Fewer abandoned calls, more successful conversions, and ultimately, stronger customer lifetime value, or CLV. That's why managing AWT isn't just an operational goal, It's a strategic driver of growth and long-term loyalty. Finally, let's talk about the people at the heart of every call center, the agents. When average wait time is high, queues build up. That means agents are often dealing with back-to-back frustrated customers, and that pressure takes a toll. The result? Increased stress, higher risk of burnout, and ultimately, greater attrition. On the other hand, when AWT is managed effectively, agents experience a balanced, manageable workload. This not only improves their efficiency and productivity, but also boosts morale and retention. In short, smooth AWT levels don't just make customers happier, they also keep your agents engaged, motivated, and performing at their best. In summary, average wait time isn't just a number on a report, it's a mirror. A mirror that reflects customer patience, operational efficiency, and business outcomes. When AWT is kept under control, the benefits ripple across the organization. Customers are happier. Agents are more productive. Service levels are met. And the business enjoys stronger financial performance. In short, mastering AWT means mastering the balance between customer experience, workforce management, and bottom-line results. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel, Contact Center Knowledge Hub. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights. See you in the next video.